Hey guys, so we're working on the... She's so noisy back there. We're working on Tanya's car today. She's back there trying to get the seat out right now. She just wanted to work on it in some way. We've neglected it for a while now because we've been focusing too much on the truck. We're not really... I mean, we're working on it, but we're working on it for the truck. Taking the seat out, because we're taking the bench seat out of the truck. And that seat that's in the Civic is the same size and same brackets that we're gonna use for this. So we're gonna use that for mock-up right now because we haven't gotten the other seat yet. So she's taking that out right now, and then we'll take out the bench seat. She's having fun working on the car, but kind of sad at the same time because all we're doing, we just keep taking stuff out of the car, unfortunately. It'll have its time. We're focusing on the truck right now, but we're gonna put an gnarly setup. That'll be pretty crazy. I stopped losing races. I mean, does it?
Huh?
Does it?
Yeah. Like, you know, it usually makes the nice sound.
Oh yeah. Well, grab another one. Yeah, that one's broken.
This side?
Yeah.
No, we'll probably have to hand it to you.
Nah, I figured it out.
Figure it out. You're the one who wants the seat.
Why did you... Babe.
What?
I told you 4 bolts, the rails. We're taking the rails out with the seat.
You literally just watched me do this.
No, I didn't watch you do the 4 bolts. I didn't think I needed to after I told you take the rails with the seat. Okay, that's fine. We'll take them out separate. I mean, that seat will definitely come out that way.
So you want these rails?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't put that seat flat on the floor. I want to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Figure it out, babe. Figure it out.
I did figure it out. We're using those. Figured. Grab another wrench.
Give me one.
Oh, what the hell?
Give me.
We're all Harbor Freight.
Oh,
What? The fuck is this? Dude, these tools are stressing me out. We had this thing rolling around in the back of the Fit. Everything is just all over the place. Where's that coming?
Speed this up. Just as quick as a power tool.
No, I'm leaving close. Cool. Okay, now put him back on the seat. Actually, you can just leave him over there. We'll move that over there and we'll get...
The rails on first.
Well, we're gonna get the truck seat out. Fun. Nope. I always put stuff on the floorboard, and when I launch, it'll just get tossed to the back. So there's like gum packets and a bunch of trash. A ton of time slips. Got some pretty sweet times there. It's pretty good it. That's all in. That's all of it. Full boost. Yeah, sure. Thank you. You too. Darn it, I thought it was something different. The lip. I was hoping it was the heads from Justin.
It's really low.
doing the seat. We had taken the seat out, and then I think we were just getting ready to do the brackets. So started on the brackets, got sidetracked, and took off a bunch of stuff. And we took fender and the bumper. Well, we really just wanted the fender off, but god damn, you have to take off a bunch of other shit just to get it off on this car. I've forgotten that it was that much a pain in the ass. So we're just trying to get an idea of what all in here we're gonna take out. We know we want this whole wheel well out, but we don't know. We're gonna have to try to figure out how much of this we retain to, I guess, just, you know, keep it structural enough. I don't want our headlights to be flopping around and shit, so. All right, so we started chipping away at getting the fender liners out of there. Start cutting away at the wheel wells. So that's coming along. We're just kind of going slow and making sure that we don't take anything away that is going to be structural in any way. Like, for example, there's some brake lines that mount to it right there. So obviously we can't cut the entire thing off, or we need to make a new mounting bracket for that. But those are the types of things we're kind of taking it slow. I mean, this would be a hell of a lot easier if the engine wasn't in the car, but I think it's gonna be plenty doable. The other thing that's slowing us down is we're doing all of this with only a cutoff wheel. So that's been a pain in the ass. All right, so multiple good things today. Number one, I have my main camera back. I lost the battery charger a while ago, so if you hadn't noticed, pretty poor quality sound and relatively poor quality videos because I was using my cell phone and some old GoPros. So I got my main camera back, so everything should be a little bit better. And we finished up the seat in the truck. I have to clearance a little bit of the tranny well, or maybe trim off a little bit on the bracket on the seat itself, because I can't go all the way forward in the motion of the seat just yet, and I think we need to get Tanya close enough to be comfortable. But it sits good for me right now, and that should be an easy fix. So yeah, finally, a seemingly simple thing took 3 days worth of fiddling around with it. But I am extremely slow at stuff like this, hence the name. We got all the carpet back in, and Mario's over there because I need to still get a passenger seat. So I'm probably just gonna get one of these seats and get factory brackets, because it looks like in this chassis, or this body, even though it came with a bench seat, it has the holes drilled for the bucket seats as well. So if I can just get brackets for the bucket seats, then I should be able to pretty easily just retrofit one of these seats to those rails the same way we did with this one and put it over there. That way I don't have to do a bunch of fabrication to the rails or to the floor to make different rails work. So dirty ass carpet's all back in, and it's a pretty good seating position for me. It lowers it down a little bit, so my head is actually below the cage now. It used to stick up like 1/4 of an inch, so I really wanted it to be a little bit lower. So we got it relatively centered for the most part. It was really hard to get it any more toward the passenger side because the tranny well was just kind of in the way. The bench seat allowed me to sit so much further over, but with these needing a bracket on that side, it was tough to deal with that tranny well. Like I said, I had to cut that portion out just to make the bracket fit. So I think it'll be comfortable. I've sat in it a couple times. I mean, I haven't driven with it, but we're gonna get a smaller steering wheel because that's actually the highest thing, and that's what's in my vision right now. So if we can get that steering wheel a little bit smaller, then it should be just as comfortable as it was before. Next is this fiasco. So I already started cutting away some of the stuff. Trent was over here the other day helping me out, and I just need to continue to cut all that out until we get pretty much everything from like right here forward out. Then probably trim these up a little bit as well, and keep this point obviously because we need something to mount the fender too. What I'm hoping is the fender actually is folded in a pretty good structure to where I'm hoping, even though it's pretty thin, that it'll provide enough support for this thing right here, because the more we cut, the looser that's getting. That's gonna be pretty wambly. So really I hope that the fender gives it some structure back. If not, then we'll probably just come in and take some really thin rod, make some brackets that go down, you know, somewhere in here to give it some structure. But I'd really like to get rid of any of the unnecessary metal And then that side is a bit more. We're gonna have to move that battery to the back. I'll probably go with a normal size battery when we do move it, and then do all the same thing that we were doing over here. Just get rid of all of that metal, anything unnecessary. Be a lot easier to get to the downpipe and the O2 sensor. So that'll be a positive thing. Because all this stuff right now, I mean, there's a little hole in there for the gate popping out there, and then the O2 sensor is actually like right here in the fender, sticking up because I wanted it to stay upright. So, shouldn't be a huge deal. Got to cut around a bunch of wires, but I don't think that's that big a deal. I think this will go pretty quick once I just take some time to start hacking through it. And then that'll be it for a while. So that'll be in the next video, is chopping out all of this shit. So thanks for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, share it somewhere, hoard it out. And because this one was kind of an uneventful video, and I feel kind of bad about it, because it's all just working on the car. I didn't even get to go and test drive it because it's actually snowing outside. Here's a random ass clip of shenanigans.